take a moment and appreciate what a nice weekend it was. We had Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their holidays, but you top Thanksgiving off with a Michigan L, an Alabama L, and an Ohio State victory. How much better does it get than that? I mean, look at Justin Fields yesterday. 4 touchdown passes, again, no interceptions, 1 INT on the entire year. If we're calling this the regular season, going into the conference championship game is absolutely unheard of and incredible. Hand the guy the Heisman. I can see the argument for him, though, nonetheless. Not to mention, he goes out there yesterday in what was a very scary hit. It almost looked like, you know, if he would have came carted off the field, that hit would have been pretty well highlighted. You watch that Michigan guy go in there, going low at him. That was scary. Thankfully, came back in there, threw the knee brace on, and threw the ball into the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Unheard of. The guy, even immobile, made it happen. This guy has come up through and through. This game particularly, it was tight early. And he made the big throws when he needed to make them. And he did a great job of not getting routed by that Michigan front line over there on defense. And you look at Dobbins, you know, we talked about that run game. It was used pretty heavily in this game. Over 200 rush yards, 260 total yards, 4 touchdowns. This offensive line is a force and a force to be reckoned with. Very Ohio State-like. And it's hard to believe that anybody's going to slow these guys down. They could have ran the ball all game if they wanted to. Michigan did not have an answer. It didn't matter. Like we said, we went to that fourth quarter, that third quarter. Fields was injured. You knew they was going to run the ball, and they still couldn't stop them. That is how dominant this offensive line, how dominant that run game been this year. And Dobbins, I'm very happy to see the way he's been playing this year. Honestly, I had my doubts at the beginning of the year, but he's just been more than impressive. Again, another great game today. Chase Young, looking at the defensive side, they did a great job of containing him today. What we needed to see was him be contained and the rest of the defensive line step up. We started to see that more in the second half. I mean, that first half defense, it was a little scary. It was, again, they allowed 250 total yards on offense. Something they do, you know, for an entire game for the most part. Michigan was going pound for pound with them, but they made adjustments in halftime, came back in the second half and played phenomenal. Clamped down that defense, or clamped down on the offense, and it's very promising. You go out there and you say they made adjustments. You love hearing that when a coach can go in there, make adjustments at halftime, come back out, you play better, you're out-coached in the second half. Love seeing it. Harbaugh for, you know, like the, 5th time? I don't know. How long did I let Harbaugh in there? One of these years, we want to make this a rivalry again. And Harbaugh does not play in big games. It's his specialty to lose them. And it's Michigan, let's be honest here. But anyway, the special teams, if there was one weakness in this Ohio State game last night, or last afternoon, it was that special teams. Again, you look at these tough teams, the Clemsons, the LSUs. If it possibly turns out to be a shootout, a one-possession game, you can't afford to cause these teams to go out there, punt the ball. You're supposed to get the ball back, and your punt returner muffs the punt, gives them the ball right back, and allows a score. That is a big problem. It's happened a couple of times this year. They have to clean that up. Those in the fumbles, the ball getting put on the ground, the muffs, that's the one thing I think they got to watch out for here. Besides, I mean, Dobbins, hang on to the dang football, man. I love you, but man, he went running down the gap, middle of the field, just holding that ball out like it was nothing, just asking for somebody to come grab this football. Like, no, put that sucker up to your chest. We don't want to see you fumble that football come postseason time. But besides that, it was fantastic. It was a great game to watch. Can't wait to see what they got to do next week here against Wisconsin and then in the playoffs.